Hey, what's going on everybody? Dom here from LensProToGo and Lens Rentals. Welcome back to the channel. So, you saw our video last week introducing this new and wacky lens from Venus Optics, the Periprobe 24mm T14 2x macro probing lens, an update to the original probe lens, but in last week's video we talked about how it is new and updated from that lens. Mainly, we were talking about this periscoping lens barrel attachment that the Periprobe comes with, allowing for even more impossible and niche shots than the original probe allowed for, which was a lot of impossible and niche shots. So really exciting stuff. Unfortunately, I do have to send this copy of the lens back to Venus Optics today, which is just going to be so hard to do because I loved shooting on this little setup right here. It is so specialty, and I also liked the stuff that I was shooting on this. It's kind of outside of what I normally do, and I love doing like product-y, macro-y stuff like this. Especially stuff that you can't do with just any normal old optics. That's what makes shooting on this lens so fun. So for this video, I just wanted to roll some of that sample footage I was able to take with the Periprobe, especially using this periscoping lens barrel attachment, because this is going to allow you to get some shots that the original probe lens had nothing on. I'm also going to be rolling some behind the scenes clips of this lens in action so you can get sort of a better idea of how this fits into the whole workflow and the workflow around shooting on a lens like this. Which reminds me, I've learned quite a bit about the build of this lens and also that workflow that I was talking about since my video last week. And there's a pretty big thing I missed that I just want to address right now, but this locking lens ring all the way up here. In my video last week, I was like, what does this thing do? You pull back the ring right here and it lets the entire lens rotate on the lens mount. And that gear is for mounting a follow focus, so the entire lens can rotate like this just on axis without getting the whole camera to rotate. Super, super smart idea there. This way the camera could like sweep around something in terms of camera movement, but also if you had a gear right up at the base of that lens there, the lens could also rotate around that object to get like a super sweet like revolving shot like that. Or you could just keep this camera totally still and have that lens just rotate, so you could just get like a rotating shot from the inside of something really small. Again, something that would have been totally impossible on the original probe lens. And that's just one of the applications that the Periprobe could be used for. It's honestly just one that I missed in my last video, so I had to get that point across. But the use that jumped out to me at first was using the Periprobe to like weave in between objects on a small scale like that. Something that would have been pretty much impossible to pull off given the length of the barrel of the original probe. But also, this just kind of made me quickly realize that this opens up a lot of potential for shots where the length of the original barrel of the probe would have been a problem. Here's another example, water stuff. Before, if you wanted to do a tank shot with the original probe, the lens would be dipped into the tank like looking down. So if you wanted the angle to be looking straight out of the tank or be directly half and half between the water and the surface like this, that again is pretty much only doable with the angled optics of the Periprobe. I did happen to have the camera in a top-down setup, but the periscoping lens on the Periprobe could also be used to replace big setups that require a lot of rigging, like a top-down shot, where instead the camera could just be mounted on your tripod like normal, but the lens would be facing down. Or similarly, to get this spinning shot with the regular probe lens, you may have had to lay down some dolly or slider track or something to get that whole camera spinning around that one object. But in this setup, I can just rig the camera up from above. Now I can just do a really slow movement on the roll axis of the gimbal to get this whole camera to sort of revolve in place like this to get this spinning shot. All right, everybody, so that's pretty much gonna do it on this quick video, just rolling some sample footage that I was able to take on this Venus Optics Laowa Periprobe 24mm T14 lens. This was a super fun lens to shoot with, and I gave this little spiel in the video I did last week, but this is one copy of this lens that Venus Optics sent us just to do a video or two on, and I'm sending this one back to Venus Optics, but these will be in the LensProToGo and Lens Rentals inventory very soon. So if the rental link to this product isn't in the description of this video, just hang on tight. It should really not be that long until that link is up there. It's just a matter of when we can get actual rental inventory of this product. So anyways, I hope you like that sample footage. If you're anything like me, when you saw the build of this lens and sort of realized what that specialty build could be used for and like the type of shots that it allows for, maybe your mind just got like totally flooding with cool ideas of what you would use this Periprobe for. So if that was the case, totally let me know in the comment section below and we'll start a discussion. If you happen to like this video, you can hit it with that little thumbs up button down below to let me know you liked it. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, ciao bella, you're a beautiful person. But you can also hit that little bell button that's next to the subscribe button, and that will keep you in the loop whenever we post new content, which is every week. And as I said in last week's video, pay attention to the little things every once in a while. And we'll see you in the next one.